Meghan Markle has lied about her age. She's actually older.
Meghan Markle now has been confirmed a natural-born liar. But even when she believes her own lies, she can't deliver them with conviction.
Page 90, one single number. And suddenly, a woman who normally responds to everything has gone completely quiet. No statement, no denial, no emotional Instagram clip, nothing at all. Just silence. And the longer that silence drags on, the more people are starting to wonder if this story hit way too close to home.
There are so many telltale signs that something is clearly wrong with Meghan. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but I mean, how can you get your age so wrong?
Here's what people online found. Back in March 1997, 17 magazine published a real issue that's still archived online today. Anybody can look it up for themselves right now. Flip over to page 90, and there's a small feature about young women trying to break into entertainment. And sitting right there beside Meghan Markle's name is a number that has people completely stunned. 21, not 16, not 15. 21 years old in March of 1997.
I think when I was 30, if I thought about 50, I thought that is an awful long way away. And I don't really need to think about it. And then I blinked and I'm 50. That's crazy.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Now think about that for a second. The public story everyone knows says Meghan was born on August 4th, 1981. That's the official date repeated everywhere for years. If that were true, she would have only been around 15 when that magazine came out. Maybe barely 16, depending on the month. But the magazine didn't say 15. It didn't say teenager. It said 21.
Sister, she confirms the year of Meghan's birth is 1981, not 1976. So Meghan's own sister corroborates the official date as per Google. A lot of people, though, say that Samantha Markle had since revealed Megsy's true age in her court documents as part of the defamation suit against her that's happening.
And people online immediately started doing the math, because if that age was accurate, then the timeline changes completely. That would place her birth year closer to 1975 or 1976, not 1981, which means she would actually be much closer to 50 today than 40. Now, of course, some people are trying to say it was just a typo, but others aren't buying that explanation at all.
So, if you go over on Google, is she lying about her age? It currently says August 4th, 1981, that she is 41. Well, she would be 42 today. But is this true? There is a rumor she's actually older, so let's examine what's out there. This is a copy of 17 magazine, and it was published in March of 1997. In it, it mentions our Megsy is from Los Angeles and that she was 21 years old at the time of publication. That would make her birth year at around 1976. However, why is it saying here she was born 5 years later in 1981? Is she 42 years old, or is she closer to 47 years old?
This wasn't some random school newspaper printed in somebody's basement. This was 17 Magazine, a major publication with editors, fact-checkers, and researchers checking information before anything went to print. And critics have also pointed out that rumors about Meghan being older than her public age have floated around for years already, especially online. But here's the part people really can't stop talking about. Meghan hasn't directly addressed any of it. No angry response, no long clarification, no dramatic interview shutting the rumors down, absolutely nothing. And according to royal watchers, something else that happened this week made the whole situation look even more awkward.
As you know, on Friday's episode, we brought you that charming interview with Prince William where he revealed, finally, that the late Queen Elizabeth II had decided the conundrum when it comes to the great British tradition of how to have your scones. Cream first, jam second.
Last Friday, Prince William gave an interview with Heart Radio, and the reaction online was huge. He looked calm, relaxed, confident, talking about Catherine's recovery, speaking warmly about his grandmother, even joking about the classic British debate over whether jam or cream goes first on a scone.
Within hours, Meghan Markle had decided she was going to use that as a little stunt for her business was never. Hands posting, here we go again. Meghan is back to her stalker vibe tricks. Prince William spoke about scones 2 days ago, and now she has to create an entire post about baking warm scones topped with her as ever crap. I mean, how ridiculous is this woman? The need to copy the royals is creepy. So we know what's going on. I can reveal Meghan Markle is now completely in control of her own social media output. That after the huge fallout with Netflix. Meghan follows everything despite her claims, I don't watch. I don't listen. She follows everything. She saw that and thought, oh, I'm going to jump onto that bandwagon.
He shared a sweet memory about how the late queen preferred it, and people across social media loved every second of it. The clip spread everywhere within hours. Comment sections were full of people calling him natural, classy, and future king material. But then something strange happened. Only hours later, Meghan suddenly uploaded her own Instagram video making scones too. Same subject, same cozy kitchen vibe, same kind of setup, and people instantly noticed the timing.
So after the scones, she immediately moved back onto the kids, who are simply now a prop for her business. Look at this. Inspired by the jams Meghan has created in her own kitchen and shared over the years, each spread reflects a small batch, carefully balanced approach to flavor. Bright and fruit-forward with just a hint of tartness. Ha! She's got a bit more than a hint of tartness, if you know what I mean. And a whisper of lemon. These spreads are crafted to highlight each fruit's natural essence without over-empowering it. Now, we don't care about that, do we? We don't care about that. So what got the attention? It was this. Watch.
Everyone in my family has a different favorite. My husband loves the raspberry, Will loves the strawberry. Our twins both, and I like them all.
In the video, she appeared in a spotless white apron that critics joked looked completely untouched, standing in what some online commenters described as a staged-looking kitchen setup. The audio quality was rough, the camera angles felt awkward, and viewers quickly started comparing the clip to William's interview. She also used two nicknames for her little ones that many viewers claimed they had never heard publicly before: Lil and Arch.
Because don't forget about me. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing that too. Here's what I think. Yeah. Aren't I cute? I'm just adorable. Watch me put this stuff on here.
And that's when the internet really exploded. One body language commentator reviewing the video on another channel described it as the "don't forget about me" move. In their opinion, the timing made the post feel less natural and more like an attempt to pull attention back toward herself right after William dominated headlines. And right now, with the age rumors spreading at the exact same time, critics are saying the pressure around Meghan suddenly looks very real.
Seriously, this woman is supposed to be a producer and can't even get the audio right for a short Instagram video, which is both overproduced and somehow underproduced at the same time. It boggles the mind. She is well and truly running all of this, and it really shows. And Tom Sykes of The Royalist lambasted the Duchess, saying she is now openly using her family to flog jam, arguing that Meghan's team have sometimes spoken about her children, or say that she's spoken about her children or husband when promoting products under her brand as ever, which is described as being inspired by Meghan's long-lasting love of cooking, entertaining, and hostessing with ease. However, a new holiday post represents the first time Meghan has invoked her royal husband and kids herself in an openly as ever branded affair. Needless to say, it wasn't filmed in her own slightly grotty kitchen.
The internet had an even harsher name for the whole thing: Stage 5 Stalker. And the reason people got so heated wasn't just the timing of the video, it was the fact that Meghan suddenly brought her offspring into it in a way critics immediately noticed. For years, the Sussex camp has pushed the message that the kids deserve total privacy and protection from public attention. But now, out of nowhere, viewers suddenly hear these polished little nicknames, Lil and Arch, dropped into a lifestyle-style post promoting homemade products and cozy branding.
So no, she is desperate. They are in huge trouble. They have boxed themselves into a corner, and there is no way out.
And online reactions came fast. Critics started asking the same question. If privacy is so important, why introduce catchy public nicknames during a promotional moment at all? To a lot of people watching, it didn't come across as confident or natural. It looked more like someone scrambling to stay in the spotlight while pressure keeps building around them. And according to critics, the age rumors may not even be the biggest issue anymore, because the one group of people who could clear this entire thing up almost instantly still hasn't fully spoken out.
Not a surprise here because, yeah, she lies a lot about her stuff. We've caught her in so many lies. Her own sister has come forward, her family, everybody is exposing the lies that she's been telling.
August 4th, 40 years ago.
Her half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr., has reportedly mentioned a completely different birth year before. Not 1981, but 1973. That's a massive gap. And people online keep pointing out the obvious. He's the older brother. If anyone in the family would know when Meghan was born, it would probably be him. Then there's Samantha Markle, who has spent years publicly accusing Meghan of reshaping parts of her past depending on the image she wants to sell at the time.
So it was always puzzling how Meghan Markle or why Meghan Markle would need to stay here the entire year. And what I found out will shock you. Just to give you a little bit of background, Corey Vitiello was sharing an apartment with one of his cousins. And allegedly, he hooked up with Meghan Markle pretty early on, 2012, fresh off her marriage from Trevor Engelson.
Critics say this latest controversy only brought those old claims right back into the spotlight again. And what about Thomas Markle Sr., the father who reportedly paid for Meghan's education, kept old family photos, and was present throughout her childhood? People online have noticed something strange there too. Whenever questions around Meghan's background come up publicly, he often avoids going deep into details about certain timelines. That silence has only made speculation even louder. But then things got even stranger when people started revisiting comments made by Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland. About a year ago, a clip circulated online where Doria reportedly mentioned being 52 years old.
Whether Meghan Markle was married once, twice, before she met Harry. This wedding certificate, this marriage certificate, it's an eye-opener. It's an eye-opener, especially given all the rumors about her teen pregnancy.
Now critics immediately started trying to connect dots and build theories from that statement. Public reporting has generally placed Doria in her early 70s, so naturally, people began questioning whether there could be confusion around ages and timelines inside the family story itself. Some online commenters believe the remark meant nothing at all. Others think it may have been a slip that added even more mystery to the conversation.
I want to thank the subscriber who sent me the information because she paid for it, and it's a background check on Rachel Meghan Markle, and it was actually a shocking find. Many Sussex squatties have tried to say that this picture is fake. I did a whole video here where I showcased experts and actually proper tools of photoshopping and editing detection, and this photo came up as 94% true. So you make of that what you will, but that is a what looks like a very pregnant teen Meghan Markle, which would make this.
Either way, the internet grabbed onto it instantly, and now critics are claiming the silence surrounding all of this feels almost coordinated. Nobody directly confirms anything. Nobody completely shuts it down either. The family says very little, and that vacuum keeps feeding more speculation online every single day. But according to Meghan's critics, the real question isn't just whether her age was changed. It's why someone would allegedly change it in the first place.
Very sus. That would mean that Meghan Markle was married at the age of 14 if she was indeed born in 1981. Because also, even her date of birth is, it's not believable. It is really not believable at all, because things that she has said, videos that she has talked about where she talks about different timelines, it would place her or would make her much older, at least 6 or 7 years older. I reached out to Frozen Yogurt, the place that Meghan Markle claimed that she worked at the age of 13. And you have seen the email they sent me. They said that they have never employed anybody of 13 years old, especially back then, without the approval of the school and parental.
Because once people started rechecking stories from her early life, they noticed timeline issues popping up everywhere. Take the frozen yogurt shop story Meghan has told before. She claimed she worked there when she was 13 years old, painting this relatable picture of being a hardworking young teenager trying to earn money early in life. But critics later claimed somebody contacted the shop directly and allegedly received a response saying they never employed 13-year-olds back then without strict permissions. So critics immediately started debating, was the story exaggerated or was the timeline itself wrong?
Approval as well. Mr. Markle is on record saying that Meghan Markle has never held a job and that she was well off and she didn't need to work, that she spent all of her time married with children on the set of Married with Children. So given all these lies, I just wonder, because she talked about Jasmine Bleeth, the commercial that she did, the deodorant commercial Jasmine Bleeth did, but that would have been in 1997. That was the first time, I believe, that she did the 1996 or 1997. That would have placed Meghan Markle at 16 years of age. That sounds reasonable for her working at that yogurt place, not 13.
Then there's the Jasmine Bleeth deodorant commercial story Meghan has mentioned multiple times over the years. That commercial reportedly aired around 1996 or 1997. If Meghan's public age is correct, she would have been around 15 or 16 at the time, fitting a younger teen image. But critics argue that if the magazine age were true instead, she would have actually been in her early 20s already, which they claim would line up differently with the kind of casting being discussed. And then there's Northwestern University, one of the biggest parts of Meghan's official life story. The prestigious school she proudly says she graduated from with honors, with tuition reportedly paid by her father. But this is where the story takes an even darker turn according to people online.
So which one is it? We have a lot of doubt when it comes down to Meghan Markle's truths, because none of them make any sense. And this marriage certificate, this happened in 1995 in Chicago, and it is sealed. I don't know why all these bloody documents are always sealed, because it doesn't make any sense at all. There is so many things that just don't add up with this woman. Did the royal family know that she had been married before? Did they vet this woman? Has this marriage been annulled? Or did Meghan Markle disclose this to anybody?
For years, rumors connected to Northwestern University have quietly floated around internet forums and gossip circles. Some former viewers claiming ties to the campus have repeated the same allegation again and again, that Meghan didn't actually leave under normal circumstances. Critics claim there were stories involving another student, and an incident so bizarre and disturbing that people still bring it up almost a decade later. No official records confirming those rumors have ever been publicly shown, and none of the claims have been verified. But critics keep pointing to one thing that they say stands out every single time the topic comes up: silence. Total silence.
There are files about Doria Ragland. We know that in 1996, she was sued for eviction, to get evicted from the place where she was living. And there's also a criminal file that nobody can access. So what is really the reality? Because how can nobody correct this woman? She went on Southwest and Texas on that stage with Katie Couric, and Katie Couric asked her, "Can you please tell us the story when you were 11 years old?" I mean, everybody has seen that commercial. It clearly starts with, "When I'm Meghan Markle, I'm 12 years old." So what is going on here? Why the secrecy around this woman's birth certificate?
And according to online speculation, that silence becomes even stranger once people start comparing timelines. 3 different stories, 3 different periods in her life. And critics argue the ages simply don't line up the way the public has been told they do. Because if Meghan really was a teenager during all these events, some of the details start looking confusing. But if she were actually older, in her late teens or early 20s as critics claim, then suddenly those timelines begin fitting together in a completely different way. And then there's the photograph that has been quietly circulating online for years. A lot of people probably saw it once and dismissed it immediately.
Putting her full official name of Rachel Meghan Markle, you can see that the official records show she was born in 1981. There it is, August 4th, 1981. Finally, at the document that everyone jumped on at the beginning, offending a little while back, here's a tweet from Jane Whittle, and it caused a stir because it showed the biography of Megxie where she described herself as Caucasian rather than biracial. Everyone took this document as being real. Well, if you think that, you need to keep the same energy for the rest of the information that is on here, including the date of her birth, which shows August 4th, 1981.
The image allegedly shows a young woman in a white dress standing beside a light-haired man who critics point out does not appear to be her father. And according to people discussing the image online, the woman appears visibly pregnant. Critics insist the face strongly resembles Meghan Markle. When the photo first appeared online, supporters immediately called it fake, edited, AI-generated, or completely fabricated from the start. But that didn't stop internet investigators from digging even deeper. According to online claims, some users allegedly ran the image through forensic-style analysis software designed to detect manipulation, cloning patterns, AI inconsistencies, and editing artifacts. And people discussing those results online claimed the image appeared highly authentic. Now, to be clear, none of this has been independently confirmed publicly. But critics argue that if the age controversy were true, then the entire context around the image changes dramatically. Suddenly, the woman in the picture would not be underage at all. She would instead be a legal adult in her late teens or early 20s.
Why would this old 1997 publication of 17 say she was 5 years older, 21, which would make her 1976? Well, who knows? Clearly an accident. Maybe she was trying to play older then. Who knows? Sometimes you want to play older when you're younger. But yes, this was a mistake and it was not picked up before publication. And that has prompted many people to then run with this and say it's true.
And that's the point where many online theories suddenly started connecting together for people. Then internet sleuths began pointing toward other alleged records and rumors that have circulated for years. One of the biggest involves claims about a sealed marriage certificate reportedly connected to Chicago in 1995. Critics online keep asking the same question. If the record means nothing, why would it allegedly be sealed? Then there are online claims surrounding an alleged California birth record connected to the name Rachel Meghan Markle from 1996, which some internet users claim was later restricted from public access around 2018, shortly after the royal wedding. No verified evidence publicly confirms these theories, but online speculation exploded over the timing. Critics immediately began asking whether somebody powerful stepped in to protect certain information from becoming public at exactly the moment global attention on Meghan reached its peak. And then things get even more personal. Thomas Markle Jr. has reportedly made comments in the past involving Meghan's former husband, Trevor Engelson. According to online discussions, Markle Jr. claimed Trevor once spoke about Meghan having undergone a hysterectomy.
Meghan considers herself to be a fabulous performer, a fabulous organizer, a fabulous everything. And she is going to just dictate to everybody what should be done. And Meghan resented when she was in the royal family.
Now critics online instantly started building theories around that claim too. Some questioned why such deeply personal medical information would allegedly become part of private family discussions at all. Others argued that none of these claims have ever been verified publicly and should be treated carefully. But the rumors didn't stop there. Another detail people online constantly bring up is the reported NDA Trevor allegedly signed before marrying Meghan. Critics say that sounds unusual and immediately ask, why would someone allegedly require that level of secrecy inside a marriage unless there were certain personal details they desperately wanted protected? Again, none of these claims have been officially confirmed, but online viewers have spent years building theories around the same central idea. And according to those theories, Meghan may allegedly have a completely hidden chapter of her life that the public has never fully seen, including rumors of an adult daughter supposedly living privately out of the spotlight today. Some people online take the theories even further. They claim Meghan may not only be a mother, but possibly even a grandmother by now. There is no public proof confirming any of it, and these claims remain internet speculation.
Being a member of any grand family doesn't have its pressures and its problems. And there are oppressive aspects, especially when you are younger, because you do not necessarily want to fit in. You do not necessarily see the need to live up to your obligations.
But critics argue that when you stack everything together, the sealed records, the alleged NDA, the pregnancy rumors, the strange family silence, and that magazine listing her as 21 instead of 15, it starts looking less like random gossip and more like a carefully hidden story. That's the reason so many people believe these rumors are exploding right now. According to royal commentators and entertainment insiders, Meghan's public image has reportedly been struggling badly behind the scenes. Critics claim her speaking fees have dropped massively over the last few years. At one point, reports suggested she and Harry could command enormous appearance deals tied to their royal fame. But now some commentators claim those offers have shrunk dramatically, with far fewer companies interested than before, and online critics are calling it a full brand collapse. There have also been non-stop rumors about staff turnover inside the Sussex household. Reports about employees leaving, restructuring, and multiple shakeups have followed them for years now. The glamorous Hollywood power couple image they tried to build after leaving the royal family suddenly looks much shakier according to critics. And then came the New York apartment rumors. Stories started circulating that Meghan had allegedly been looking at properties in New York City. Supporters framed it as expanding business opportunities and building a bigger lifestyle empire. But critics instantly mocked the idea, pointing out how insanely expensive luxury Manhattan real estate actually is.
An apartment in New York, even a modest apartment in New York, not a grand apartment, a modest apartment, would set them back, say, $12 to $20 million.
Online commentators started joking that Meghan was shopping for a lifestyle her current projects may not realistically support. Then critics began listing everything they believe has gone wrong recently. The Netflix projects faced mixed reactions. Her lifestyle brand became a target for online mockery. Even mainstream media outlets that once defended her started making sarcastic comments about the brand rollout, the products, and the carefully staged image surrounding it all. And according to online rumors, financial pressure may now be affecting the marriage itself. One theory that keeps spreading online claims Harry and Meghan may feel trapped together because separating would allegedly create massive financial and legal complications. Again, there's no public proof confirming any of this, but royal gossip channels continue pushing the idea that tension between them has been growing behind closed doors for a long time now. Critics say that's exactly why Meghan appears so desperate to stay connected to royal headlines every chance she gets. That's why people immediately noticed the timing of her scone video after Prince William's interview. Critics online argued it looked less like coincidence and more like someone trying to pull attention back toward herself before the public conversation moved on completely. And to critics, using the little one's nicknames during the post made the whole thing feel even more calculated. Because according to Meghan's harshest critics, her royal connection is now the only thing still keeping the brand alive at all. Without the royal family, they argue, the attention disappears instantly. But then comes the biggest question of all. If these rumors and alleged inconsistencies existed for years, why did the royal family allow the marriage to happen in the first place? That's the mystery viewers keep obsessing over online, because people point out that royal marriages are not casual relationships. Background checks are reportedly intense. Security services examine finances, personal histories, public records, family backgrounds, and every possible risk before someone officially joins the monarchy. So critics online argue there's no way major institutions wouldn't have known about rumors connected to timelines, family stories, or sealed documents if any of them were real. And that has led to one theory that refuses to disappear.
They don't have the money. They've been cutting corners left, right, and center. They've got rid of staff. Meg's baby looking at apartments in New York. That's like me looking at Buckingham Palace to decide that I'm going to occupy it. Total delusion. Total delusion.
According to some royal commentators, Harry may have been warned about certain concerns early on and simply didn't care. Critics often describe him during that period as emotionally vulnerable, deeply frustrated with royal life, and desperate to build his own path away from palace control. Some online discussions even claim Queen Elizabeth privately had serious reservations about Meghan from the beginning. Certain royal gossip circles continue repeating the allegation that the late Queen supposedly viewed Meghan as far more dangerous to the monarchy than many people realized at the time. Again, none of these rumors have been publicly confirmed, but online viewers keep circling back to the same conclusion. Too many strange details, too many silences, and too many contradictions have kept this story alive for years. The word critics online keep repeating is evil, but some theories go even further than that. According to certain royal gossip circles, Meghan allegedly entered royal life with powerful connections, private information, and knowledge about elite social circles most outsiders never even see. Some online commentators have tried linking those rumors to controversial public figures and long-running royal scandals that have surrounded the monarchy for years. None of these claims have ever been proven publicly, but the theories continue spreading because people believe there may have been far more happening behind palace walls than the public was ever allowed to know. Then there's the pregnancy rumor that royal critics constantly bring up online. According to those theories, there were whispers about a pregnancy appearing right around the period when public doubts about the wedding were reportedly growing stronger. Critics claim the topic later seemed to disappear quietly after the ceremony, without much public explanation, which only fueled more speculation. Some online commentators even claim Queen Elizabeth may have felt trapped by the situation and pressured into accepting the marriage despite alleged concerns behind the scenes. Again, there is no verified public proof confirming any of these theories, but people online continue discussing them constantly because they believe too many questions were never fully answered.
Meghan considers herself to be a fabulous performer, a fabulous organizer, a fabulous everything. And she is going to just dictate to everybody what should be done. And Meghan resented when she was in the royal family.
And when critics look at Prince Harry today, they argue the fallout speaks for itself. He no longer serves as a working royal. His official role inside the monarchy has dramatically changed. He now lives thousands of miles away from the institution he was born into, while reports about tensions with the royal family continue surfacing year after year. Critics also point out that royal structures and responsibilities were quietly adjusted after his departure, which only fueled more online speculation that palace officials wanted to minimize any future complications surrounding Harry's constitutional role. According to royal watchers, the palace eventually realized there was no clean way to stop the situation publicly without creating an even bigger scandal. So instead, critics believe the strategy became silence. Step back, say less, let public opinion slowly shift on its own over time. And supporters of that theory point to one thing above everything else. Meghan's reaction this time has been completely different from previous controversies. Whenever criticism hit before, there was usually some kind of response. Statements, media briefings, friendly magazine stories, sources close to the Sussexes speaking anonymously, lawyers reportedly stepping in, public corrections appearing almost immediately. But now, nothing. No emotional response, no aggressive denial, no carefully worded press statement shutting the rumors down, just complete silence. And according to critics, that silence is exactly what has people paying even closer attention now. Meanwhile, the contrast with Prince William this past week became impossible for royal viewers to ignore. While these rumors exploded online, William was seen out publicly looking relaxed, laughing with friends after Aston Villa's win, singing Sweet Caroline, joking naturally during interviews, and moving through public events without looking tense or defensive for even a second.
Meg's baby is trying to pretend that there are ways out. There are no ways out. All this nonsense, which I think I'm going to get to in a later question, about reconciliations with the king, I think it's going to be covered later. Anyway, let me just touch upon it from now. All of these phantasmagoric stories are phantasmagoric stories that bear as much relationship to reality as pigs flying bear to you and me going first class on that airline.
Critics online described him as someone completely comfortable in his own skin, a future king with nothing to hide. Then people compared that image to Meghan's now viral kitchen video, standing in what critics described as a staged-looking kitchen setup, wearing a spotless new apron, speaking softly into poor audio equipment while demonstrating a scone recipe that viewers instantly connected to William's earlier interview. And critics say the contrast could not have been more dramatic. To them, it didn't look like confidence. It looked like someone desperately trying to stay relevant while public trust keeps slipping away piece by piece. Because according to critics, too many rumors, questions, and strange details have piled up over too many years now. The magazine archive still exists. The old rumors still exist. The online theories surrounding sealed records still exist. The family disagreements still exist. The photograph people keep debating still exists. The comments from relatives questioning timelines still exist. And the silence surrounding all of it keeps getting louder every single week. Critics argue that if all these claims were completely ridiculous, shutting them down would have been easy a long time ago. But instead, the internet keeps digging. Old clips keep resurfacing, and people keep revisiting details they once ignored. And according to royal commentators, that's why this situation feels different from every other controversy Meghan has faced before. Because when somebody who normally responds to everything suddenly says absolutely nothing, people naturally start wondering why. The internet has already started filling in its own blanks, connecting its own theories, and building its own conclusions. Whether those conclusions are true or false, the speculation has taken on a life of its own now. And as critics online keep saying, the longer the silence lasts, the more people become convinced there's something underneath it all waiting to eventually come to the surface. Because old magazine pages don't disappear. Rumors don't stay buried forever. Family members eventually speak, and the internet never truly lets anything go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to Crown Clash and turn on notifications, because every single day we break down the latest royal drama and all the freshest news people can't stop talking about.